Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got another really interesting reveal. We've got another promo card. This one is, funny enough, like another V-Jump promo. I don't remember the artwork for this card being shown, but here we go. It's literally just an INFERNOBLE card. This card has the text down here where it's always treated as an INFERNOBLE card. We're going to look at it. It has some really cool applications with equips and stuff. Let's get into it, right? Because a lot of the girls have not ended up being good aside from I sold. There's a couple of other, there's like the hand trap one that's just like not searchable. There's the weird other ones that were played in like pure old style Noble Knights, but not INFERNOBLEs. So they're just not that good. But I think this one may make the cut. We'll see. So looking at this card, it is Brave Beauty of Ruby Regard Bradamante. It's a level 1 Fire Warrior tuner effect monster. A lot of really good things going on there. It's level 1, which gives it some applications. It's a Fire Warrior. It's fire, which doesn't matter that much, but the fact that it's fire and warrior means it's searchable off Durendal, has extra synergy with the INFERNOBLE Knights, and also like Isolde can summon it, and or search it, as well as Rhoda, Jesus, and it's also a tuner. So you want to add one other cool thing on there, it's a tuner. Unfortunately, Hulk is banned, so this card as a tuner won't come up as much as otherwise, but it still could come up for sure. 500 attack, 200 defense, doesn't really matter. Keep in mind, this card always counts as an INFERNOBLE Knight card, so it's also searchable off of Heritage of the Chalice, I believe is the card that searches an INFERNOBLE Knight or a equip, which is amazing. Also still amazing. All right, and coming down the line here, it's actual effects. You can discard this card, then target a warrior monster you control. Equip it with one appropriate equip spell from your deck. Woo! That's really solid. I've talked to some people, they think it's actually just mediocre, but I'm here. We're going to go through the applications. I think there are some kind of like underlying applications that I do think could come up quite nicely. Second effect, when this card is not equipped with any equip card, is destroyed. When this card not equipped with any equipped card is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card, and if you do, equip that monster your opponent controls to this card. That's also pretty solid. I don't expect that to come up all that much, but like putting this card on the field in like a threatening battle phase is actually like not bad into a board. Especially if it's like just a mediocre board or there's one big monster. This is non-targeting, non-destruction removal of a monster, essentially. And then this card counts as having an equip spell, so that could actually open up some other effects to get you bonus effects, which is really cool. So really solid. From here, here's what I think. I think this card has some really good utility in some very specific decks. There's going to be some other ones we'll look at. I'm going to go through, what do I have here? 9? I think I have 9 equip spells here that I think are kind of interesting with this card. Let's run through it. Obviously, starting off, it's the INFERNOBLE cards, right? The INFERNOBLE equips. Durendal is by far the most important one. If you just put any warrior on the field, you can use this card to equip Durendal straight from the deck, and then Durendal from there can search you any fire warrior. So this card essentially searches you any fire warrior. It may take you to put a warrior on the field already to kind of get things going, but like it still works. Which even like in the simplest terms could be something like Fire Flint Lady. Boom, jumps on the field. Now you've got Isolde. Works for me. I like it. Second one is Hauteclaire. This card is more of a removal spell than anything. It does give you the ability to attack twice, I believe, which is fine. But the other thing, too, is if this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is sent to grave, so if you just link it off, you target a face-up monster on the field and destroy it. So playing into a board, needing to remove something, spot removal, this could also come up. I doubt it will, but like it's worth noting. And then Joyeuse, probably better than Hauteclaire, but not as good as Durendal. When it's equipped to a monster, or while it's equipped to a monster, target a fire warrior in the grave and add it to hand, then destroy this card. So getting a fire warrior back from grave, kind of cool. And if this card's sent to the graveyard while it's equipped, you can actually special summon a fire warrior from hand. So has some cool applications as an extender, either getting something back from grave or summoning something from hand. Pretty solid either way. This one could come up. Maybe, but obviously Durendal is the main one there. Next up is maybe the number one thing I'm looking at here, even more so than Durendal, or at least on par with it, Arabesque of the Mikanka. We are getting the Amazing Defenders deck build pack in late January. That will have this archetype Mikanko as a new archetype there. It's a new like ritual-based archetype that also deals with equips. The cards are pretty solid, right? And here's the main card that like out of this card's new business becomes the most interesting. During your main phase, so kind of like Durendal, special summon a Mikanko monster from your hand or deck with a different original name than the equipped monster. And if you do, equip this card equip it with this card, then return to the hand the monster that it was equipped to. So there's a couple of different applications. This card in general, you could equip to your opponent's monster, summon from deck, and then bounce their monster, or do some other stuff. Obviously, if you're equipping it off of the new girl that we're looking at today, you then just get to summon from deck, bouncing the warrior back to hand. Depending on what that was, could actually be really good. I mean, imagine if you were able to, let's say, for example, resolve the Neospatian connector, summon Aqua Dolphin, rip a card out of our opponent's hand, right? Or at least attempt to bait a hand trap. Then we get to use the girl in hand to equip this to one of the monsters, bouncing the connector back to hand so that we could potentially use it again later on, and go ahead and get a special summon from deck off of Arabesque. Really, really good. And then usually the one you're summoning is also going to get you a +1 from there. A ton of value to be had, like honestly. Really, really good. I love that this summons from deck. It doesn't just search. Adds a lot of different variability to stuff. I really like it. I think this card's huge. From there, there's Phoenix Blade. If you already like have combo and you're just like, you know what, I might as well get Phoenix Blade in rotation because I didn't yet, then like that could definitely be a thing. For a ninja deck specifically, this card could make something like a Fire Warrior package worth it. You know, you play Fire Flint Lady. That way, if you go this girl, I believe, plus Hanzo would be full combo because that would be a Hanzo search before you even get into I Sold. So you'd be able to go like normal Hanzo, search a ninjutsu art, then use this girl to equip. Oh no, because equip Durendal, search Flint Lady, summon it, go into I Sold, summon another Hanzo, whatever, loop Hanzo 2 or 3 more times, and just get a ton of pluses for a ninja deck. It's pretty cool. Then this card, obviously, in a ninja deck is pretty interesting. Gives you some really cool spot removal and eventually some recursion as well. Really, really cool. From there, Noble Arms Arfa Deuter, another utility card. If this card's equipped to a warrior monster, you can just target a set card and destroy it by lowering the monster it's equipped to by 500. That's pretty cool. That could make this card either a side deckable card or maybe just a main deck one-of for some of these decks that are more combo-oriented but struggle with macro decks at times. This could be a pretty cool card for those, for sure. UA is another funny one. Being able to essentially search this out because the UA archetype is warrior anyway. So, you know, summoning the UAs, get this equipped straight from deck, and if you're playing a hard going second variant, like just win if you can put Dunker on the field. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the last one is like funny one is Moon Mirror Shield. It gives you battle protection, so just being able to equip this going second and then go battle phase and like guaranteed clear over whatever monster you're attacking is pretty funny. So yeah, that's cool. But a lot of really cool applications here. It is more particular decks. Obviously, they have to be warrior based. Obviously, they have to be Isold based for the most part, I think. But there's some really, really cool applications. I do not think this card is a dud. I think just the fact that, like, if you're playing a Mikanko INFERNOBLE list, which I am theorizing could be the best version of INFERNOBLE going forward, unless we get other support somewhere. This card being able to get you either the Mikanko extender or Durendal for a warrior extender, insanely good. Also, there's cool applications where, like, this card with, like, red layer is really good, because red layer I don't believe is once per turn. It's kind of like... I don't think it's once per turn to summon. Correct me if it is, but if it's not, you literally go like summon, equip it with this, use this to equip Arabesque, then Arabesque summon from deck, bouncing the red layer, and you get to just like keep the red layer in hand. Like there's some cool applications for it for sure. We'll have to see like where else we end up on it, but there's cool stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. Really, really cool. Cannot wait to see what people come up with. I think this could be a possible good extender / consistency card for the deck, but we'll just have to see where people go with it. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry I spent 10 whole minutes talking about this one, little V-Jump promo card, but I think it's really interesting, especially if you're a big INFERNOBLE / like Mikanko fan for the upcoming archetype. But I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear them. I will see you in the next video. Peace.